All right, what's up everyone? I'm here in Sandy, Utah at Jeremy Horn's Elite Performance Gym, and I'm about to get my ass kicked. I'm actually training with Kwame Stephens, who is a Muay Thai world champion, and he's coached multiple world champions at Muay Thai. This is the gym he trains out of, and so I figured since I'm here in Utah, I'm gonna team up with him. He's gonna put me through a pretty rough workout. Hopefully it's not too rough. I've never done Muay Thai or MMA. I have wrestled, but that's it. But that's been years. That was way back in the day. So it'd be interesting to see what he's got planned for me. But either way, I'm excited and I'm up for the challenge. So let's go inside and say hi to Kwame. Let's go.
Lower than Caesars, they be done coming like oh my Lord Jesus. Finally begun and they know they can't beat us. Mama's a gun and I rip them to pieces. Rip them to pieces, mama's a gun and I rip
There he
them to
is.
pieces.
All right.
So Kwame.
Mr. Drew.
How you, brother?
Mr. Drew.
Good to see you, man.
All right.
How you been?
Very
Thanks
good.
for having me.
We're about to go from fit to fat to fit to break your face, get it back together, break your face again.
Yes. I'm up for the challenge. I'm a little bit nervous. I haven't really done MMA before.
It's already in you.
Yeah.
It's already in you. Just think about when you're a kid. Everyone is, when you get into a scrap with your cousin, it's already in you. And the only thing we're gonna do is just, instead of giving a phrase, we're gonna put it into a sentence.
Okay.
Put it all together. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and take your watch
That's
off.
my Whoop
What is
device.
that?
It's my Whoop. It's a fitness tracker. It tracks my heart rate and all that stuff. So I'm guessing that probably wouldn't be good to wear while I work out, right?
No, but you need to educate me on that.
Okay. All right. So this right here is my Whoop device, and I wear it, 24/7. But obviously for this, I'm going to take it off. But normally I love this because it's my favorite fitness tracker. I know the owner really well. I've had him on my podcast. And for me, it tracks my recovery, tracks my strain level throughout the day, and kind of coaches me based on my heart rate and how many calories I burn and my heart rate variability, all that stuff. And so what's cool about it is you can join my team. So if you want a discount on it, you can use my code FIT2FAT2FIT at checkout, and you can also join my Fit2Fat2Fit team and kind of see how you size up against me and other people that are on the team. You can kind of compare your sleep score, your recovery score. So check it out.
Get you wrapped up so we can protect your wrists and your hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
So tell me a little bit about your background.
You notice how you go into some of the classes and the only thing that black belt was holding up was the instructor's pants.
Yeah.
That kind of like struck me.
Okay.
When I was a kid, like, wait a minute, you're telling me to do a push-up when I know you can't. And so
That's so funny, dude.
So that stuck in my brain, and I was that much of a smart ass as a kid. But then when I had found Muay Thai, I saw all the trainers and instructors. There were trainers that were in their 60s that were from the neck down still in their 20s. Wow. And it's that whole thing, lead by example. Mm-hmm. So when I saw that really stuck with me. I'm like, wait a minute. There's none of this gut hanging over this belt that is struggling to hold up the pants, and I like the fact that it was just physical. Like you couldn't blame anyone for something that didn't work because you didn't show up and train. Yep. And when I started training that, I fell in love with it.
So what do you got planned for me today?
Okay. We're gonna go over some of the most simplistic things, like a lot of the things that I have in the Wear Tactical program on the Fit2Fat2Fit affiliates. Yeah. We're gonna go over some basics. We're gonna go over some punches, things that you can work on today and leave out of here and still do later on. One of the main things are the assets that you have now: 2 punches, 2 elbows, 2 knees. We're gonna use those. So we're gonna break it down by an equation.
Okay.
So
math. So I gotta do math.
So technique equals speed, speed equals power.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have 3 things that don't stop.
Yeah.
Brain, heart, lungs.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's the mindset as guys. The first thing that we do, we think power, but as you know, muscles fatigue.
Yes.
So I'll hit you the same question when I have a new fighter. If your lung stops, what happens?
Stop breathing.
You're dead.
Yeah, you're dead.
So we don't punch or hit with our muscles.
Yeah.
We punch or hit with our lungs.
Yeah.
The lungs don't stop. So we can use them more. These will break down.
Yes.
The muscle will fatigue. But if you do it with your lungs, you can go longer. So let's work on your jab, which is gonna be that lead hand.
Okay.
So you're gonna, right here, you're just gonna turn over, shoulder, in the chin.
Okay.
Yep. There you go. Get. Now we're gonna go 1, 2. So it's gonna be shoulder, shoulder.
Okay.
So, there we go. Get. Now, here's the thing that's gonna throw you. Want you to hit harder. Okay?
Harder, okay.
Now, let's see what you do when you hit harder.
Okay.
Yeah. Notice you're using muscle.
Yes.
Relax.
I can
relax.
Okay.
Breathe with it. 1, 2.
Okay.
Almost to the point where it feels lazy. Okay? See that?
Yeah, I actually did.
Yep. Muscles didn't just all of a sudden grow.
Okay.
It's here. So now let's just do that again. 1, 2.
Okay.
But just match your breath.
Okay.
There you go. Get. How's that feel?
That feels good.
Big difference.
Yeah, that's
just
cool, man.
Just using the lungs.
Yeah.
When you're used to lifting and the weight training,
Yeah.
you have to breathe differently. And it's a lot of times it's hard to differentiate between that.
Okay.
As I said before, when you're lifting, hold your breath, push. Fighting,
Yes.
you gotta relax, which in a way makes no sense because you're asking yourself to be calm
Yeah.
in a uncalm situation. But that's the whole point.
That's what I try and teach people.
That-
you know? That's awesome.
So we're gonna stick with that jab here.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna give you the one thing you don't have to throw hard for it to do all the damage in the world.
Okay.
And that is this elbow right here.
Okay.
So when you come in, the elbow can either cut or smash.
out.
Yeah, so you're gonna jab and then
Elbow.
throw your elbow. So don't worry about that elbow coming above the shoulder. You're just gonna go right here. Right
Okay.
here. So let's go slow.
Okay.
Here. There you go. Relax. But don't turn away. Keep your eye on the target.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Again. Now, relax. Now, I can tell right now without
Yeah.
even looking. You're making a fist. Don't make a fist when you throw an
Okay.
elbow.
Interesting.
Relax those hands.
Yeah.
This is gonna sound weird. That palm has to breathe for that
Yeah.
elbow to be effective.
Okay.
So now you'll feel the difference.
Okay.
So here.
Oh, yeah.
Feel the difference?
Yeah,
now?
I do.
Now match it with breath.
Okay.
There you go. Again. All right. How does that feel?
Nice. That feels good.
It's the one thing you don't have to throw hard for it to do damage.
Yeah. So I know you train a lot of people with self-defense. Has there been any stories of like the stuff you've taught someone in a real life situation where it's actually been helpful? Someone's that's been attacked and they've used your techniques. Have you ever
Yes.
encountered that? Okay.
And of course, I hope I never
Yeah.
had to have that conversation.
Uh-huh.
One of the ladies that I trained, and she's a fighter, she just wants to be able to move and train and just defend herself in case something happens. And of
Yeah.
course, we always hope and pray that it never does.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, for her, it did.
Okay.
And of course, that broke my heart, but she made it out of there. And I said, what the heck happened? And we always, in the program, like to go over scenarios.
Yeah.
Because the way everyone lives their life is different.
Yeah.
And hers, being a businesswoman, she would meet friends, after work, they would go sit, have a drink, enjoy themselves, and then leave. One of the principles that happened to her that we go over is like, okay, where are you parking?
Yeah.
Because there's a difference.
Yeah.
Because if you're parking under a light, you can see things before you get there instead of parking in the back of the parking lot by bushes or if it's not enclosed.
Yeah.
And there was a guy out there.
Wow.
And it's the same scenario. He had been out there for a while. And so, ladies, please remember this. There's someone that's watching. They want to see who is going in alone, who's going to come out alone.
Yeah.
So he saw her go in alone. He saw her come out alone.
Wow.
So he wanted to make his move. It hurts my heart.
Yeah.
But he tried to grab her and take her probably somewhere in the bushes to try to rape her.
Rape her, yeah.
And she got nasty and did some of the things like everyone like, why would you teach that? You know, she grabbed his jaw.
Yeah.
She yanked it. So she got this part to come out. She yanked it, kneed him in the groin, head butted him in the nose, had to stump him a little bit, and then she took off running. And they were able to get him. The police got there because she had messed him up so much he was still laying there.
Wow.
So the police got there and took him to jail, but it disturbs me that it happens, but I hate to say it, that is part of life. You gotta watch out for the predators.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that I was able to help her.
Yeah.
I'm sad that it happened.
That's cool. That's cool. I love hearing that, you know, especially that you said she wasn't a fighter, she's just a mom, which is why I think this kind of stuff is important for everyone to learn how to do, because you don't know when that's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah, you hope it never happens, but at the same time, if it does, you're ready.
You're right.
You know?
You gotta equate it the same way. Most ladies are terrified. They see a guy that's really big coming at them, and that's why you use the analogy of a honey badger. Honey badger's what, 8 pounds at most?
Yeah.
Honey badger will take the kill of a lion.
Yeah.
The lion, can the lion kill it? Yeah. But the lion knows it's gonna have to go through hell to kill this little thing, and it just forget it. I'm done. It's like same mentality.
That's
you gotta
cool,
be
man.
you gotta be that honey badger.
I love that.
The honey badger. That's the joke now. It's the meme. Honey badger don't give a damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm gonna have you do here, I'm gonna put this right behind my neck. Okay. Yep, right there. This one on my shoulder. Okay. And that back one, you're gonna bring in a knee.
Okay.
Back.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't be nice.
Okay.
Put that in. There we go. Yeah, come on. Come on.
I've never done a knee before, but that feels good.
You can break any part of the body down with it.
Yeah.
It's the same as those elbows.
Yeah.
It does not matter. Whatever that knee hits, it's gonna hurt. So it is a beautiful, beautiful thing.
So I love the fact that you like to stay in shape, but what's your drive to keep doing what you're doing? Because you said you had an MBA, you went to school.
Yep. Went and got
Why do you do what you do?
Yeah, went and got my BA and got my MBA, and which here's another weird one. No one knew. I was a mortician also.
Wow. Did not know that.
But yeah, I had those jobs.
Yeah.
They paid a lot of money, and except for the mortuary. But being in the business part, I was just miserable.
Yeah.
I did not enjoy being in the office all the time, and then this is while my fighting career is going on.
Yeah.
And I had to make a choice. And here's a real personal one, and I never get personal.
Okay.
But there was a problem when Sunday came up. I was always depressed. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me? Every Sunday I was depressed.
Yeah.
It's because Monday was coming.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is it about Monday? Going to that job. I can't live like this.
Yeah.
I cannot live like this. And this just went on for like 2 to 3 years of working. And it wasn't that it was a horrible environment. The money was great. It just wasn't me. I'm like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
And for every Sunday, for me to come out and be down in the dumps, like, what the hell are you depressed about?
Yeah.
You got a roof over your head, you got money, you can go buy whatever you want. What are you down for?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be there. And I'm like, okay. I said, all right, I can't do this anymore. I need to stay with fighting. I knew the cut in money was going to be big, and then I just had to get to a point like, okay, as long as I can buy myself whatever steak I want in the grocery store, I'm a happy man. And I just said, bye. Like, I don't need this. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't like money. I'll always work to make sure that I can take care of myself, but at the expense of this, never again.
Yeah, I think a lot of people work really hard to maintain a life that they ultimately don't like, right? Because we're driven by money, we're told what to do. Like, this is supposed to bring happiness into our lives, but I think a lot of people are miserable because they're doing it for the money, and they think the money will bring them the happiness. If I just have more of it, if I have this job or that status, this car, this house, then I'll be happy.